Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Will the Collector back here with a half video review? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I was walking through my local Walmart this morning and was just a little stunned to come across the entire Marvel's Mr. Hyde wave sitting there on the pegs. And I had pre-ordered them through Big Bad Toy Store, and I was like, you know what? I could save 15 bucks, pick them up here. Hopefully, take care of the movie figures, which, quite honestly, I don't know anything about the movie. I haven't kept up with the movie. I barely know anything about Shang-Chi. I have a comic book version of Shang-Chi, but I do not know about the movie. Hopefully, I will not be kicking myself later with going, oh my god, I got rid of the figures. But I mainly wanted the Mr. Hyde Civil Warrior, even though I don't play the Contest of Champions game. My brother does. So, John, shout out to you. And, that's just a cool looking Iron Man. I mean, it's a repaint, I believe, of that Hydra cap that they put out a little while back. And of course, I'm a sucker for anything Iron Man. And we get the classic red and gold, a la the very prominent 70s and 80s Iron Man look, and actually the very first Marvel Legend that I ever bought. Actually, I bought three. I bought Cap, Iron Man, and the Hulk. And I still have the Cap and the Iron Man. I got rid of that Hulk a while back. He had the bendy hands and stuff like that, and they've redone him a couple times. And the rest of the Hyde pieces, but to real quickly go around to look at the packaging, I'm just going to take Cap because he's right here. He comes and he's got a window box packaging. Now his is stylized a little different for the fact that he is a Gamerverse character. It's got Civil Warrior down here on the bottom. Got everything in here. The Mr. Hyde head around to the side. You've got some artwork of him in the Contest of Champions. And then you swing around to the back and you've got the rest of the figures that are in the line, as well as Mr. Hyde all put together. Has just a little brief snippet of an alternate Earth ravaged by civil war. Captain America assumes the mantle of Civil Warrior. And I gotta say, that looks pretty awesome. Same thing there on the side. Quick look on the back, you get the other characters. As soon as I zoom in a little bit. Come on, zoom in. Or look better. Gosh. There we go. Get Shang-Chi, Wenwu, Xiling. If I'm pronouncing these wrong, people, I am sorry. It is not my bag. Death Dealer, Civil Warrior, and Tony Stark AI. Again, I'm going to be basically selling these guys off at a discounted rate just because I wanted the BAF pieces, and hopefully there's somebody out here that likes those characters and wants them. I'm going to have them still in their packaging in case they want them, and hopefully they'll find a good home somewhere else. Again, I just wanted the Hyde BAF because he just looks really cool. I'm going to pull these off real quick and go to my little character guide here and see if I can't find anything about Mr. Hyde. Because why do we want Mr. Hyde? That's always my main question. Let's see. Let me look at the M's. Mr. Immortal. There we go. Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde, research scientist Calvin Szabo, was inspired by Robert Louis Stevenson's story, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, to create a potion that worked like the one in the book. The potion brought out his bestial side and gave him immense strength, and Szabo used it to begin a criminal career as Mr. Hyde. He fought the Avengers as part of the Masters of Evil. Awesome. Torturing Jarvis. That's rude. And the Black Knight, and nearly killing Hercules before the Avengers stopped him. That's a bad dude. He is supposed to be, again, real name is Calvin Szabo. Sorry about the glare there. Criminal, former scientist. He's mobile. They say base. Where's he based out of? He's mobile. He's supposed to be 6'5", 420 pounds. Brown eyes, brown hair. In his mutated form, Mr. Hyde, Szabo has super strength, durability, and resistance to pain. His skin is very tough, providing protection from harm. He switches between his Szabo and Hyde forms, by using different versions of the potion. His allies are Cobra, Loki, Scorpion, Batroc the Leaper. His foes are the Avengers, Captain America, Spider-Man, and Daredevil. Boom! That's why we're getting them. Set that book off to the side. I'm going to pause the video and get the other two characters out of their plastic prison, and I'll be right back with you. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and they are all out of their package. And I have to get something out of the way, folks. Unfortunately, there is another problem. Wobbly legs. Wobbly legs. Yeah, I'll get to him in a second. Well, you know what? Let me start off with Iron Man. Again, this is the AI Iron Man. He has got the loosest hip joints on an Iron Man figure that I've gotten. That's okay. I've got some fix-it fluid downstairs that I could probably put in there and thicken that up. Or if you've got some floor polish with Future in it, I've heard that works very well. It's just very wobbly for me. But all in all, he is a very well done figure, mainly just molded in the colors that he needs to be in. You get that bright yellow, that nice rich red, very reminiscent of how he looked in, again, a lot of the 70s and 80s, if I'm not mistaken. And it's on that 80th anniversary Iron Man buck that they recently did, that they're putting a lot of figures, released last couple of figures. We got the Silver Centurion, the Walgreens exclusive one, done on this buck. Of course, the 80th that I had standing here off to the side. As you can see, those two standing next to one another. He's my main on the shelf. Has been for a while. So I'm going to keep his blast effects in his hands to bring over my first Marvel Legends Iron Man that I ever bought. And that was, oh man, that was 20 years ago, folks. That was 20 years ago. I bought this guy. He's held up, kind of, you know. He was what he was at the time. They just thought, hey, let's throw so much articulation. He still has that removable faceplate, which I thought was a cool thing, you know. But these are some of the guys I'm gonna keep for a long time, just because, I mean, I like them. I dig them. They hold a special place in my collecting heart. Just set him back off to the side. Iron Man comes with a couple accessories. He comes with a fully helmeted head, which just looks awesome as soon as I can get it off this NECA stand. Super glue time. Darn it. And he comes with that helmeted head. He comes with the translucent head, which I just think is cool. That is awesome, the fact that they did that. I don't think we've gotten this head before. At least not that I've seen. I got out another one that might have been close. And we got this a while back with, forgot which one we got him with. Not with this body. Not with that body. That's just the one I put it on. But there's that head. What we got with the 80th was the Alex Ross, Timothy Dalton looking head, which is my preferred Iron Man head. I just liked how it looked back then. But let's see. Zoom out. These just pop off like that. Then you can pop the helmet on like that. And there you go. You've got a nice yellow and gold, or yellow and red armored Iron Man, that if in case you want to make him primary on your shelf, I'm assuming some of you will. Or if not, he'll go in your Hall of Armor. He comes with 2 extra set of repulsor hands, which I'll show off in a minute, because we'll go over articulation. Arms, I mean, standard articulation. Arms are on a hinge and swivel. He's got a bicep cut, double jointed elbow. Man, these are a lot better than testing out NECAs. Sorry, I just did a bunch of Predators, and I'm just still on pins and needles from testing out articulation. He's got a ab crunch, like that, and he can go like that. That's good if you want to do a flying pose and so on and so forth. That'll look pretty good. He's got a waist swivel, pretty good. hinge and swivel at the hips, but he only goes so far out. These discs kind of get in the way, but he can kick that forward. None back. Thigh cut, thigh swivel, double jointed knee, shin swivel, and ankle pin with rocker. Glenn Webb would be so proud. I miss that guy. I'm always gonna say I miss that guy. I just loved his videos. He was just always expressive. It really gutted him just to even talk negative about a figure. I mean, these aren't perfect, folks, but he tried so hard not to even say something sucked. This sucks. This. Well, anyways, I'll fix it. Yeah, you can lay down. So, repulsor hands. I like it that they include the repulsor hands instead of just, modifying ones to where they'll just have the hinge. This has minimal paint apps. I mean, there's blue paint right there, which is crisp there in the mask, but other than that, it's casted pretty nicely. Everything matches for the most part, which is always a plus. And to real quickly, let's just see, in case you want to use that 80th head, because I felt like the head that comes on there is a little too new for the body that they put it on, but there he is with that, one of my favorite Alex Ross heads, which makes him look really nice. And just to kind of, again, yeah, just with that hair swoosh, I mean, he is definitely, that's the newer look for Tony. But I'll put him on maybe I'll, see if it'll fit on this body. Oh, wow, that's just incredibly loose, but it doesn't look bad. It's just really loose. Maybe I can stick some blue tack up in there and, thicken that up. Anyway, put that Iron Man head back on there. All right. Set him outside, bringing up Civil Warrior here, which is pretty cool. I'm digging his look. Again, I don't have the Hydra Cap figure. I know it was called something else. It was in that Zola 2-pack. But I really dig this look. And it's just another cap to put on my shelf. Comes with a shield. And comes with the pin piece, but, there's... I can't remove this. You can't mount this on this back, so, it is what it is. Hold on a second. I'm looking down No, I thought I had this body already, but I don't. It's not looking like I do. I don't think they did it on any other figures. But to go over his articulation real quick, ball joint and swivel on the head, so he can look up that far, look down on everybody else in judgment. No side to side really, a little bit. So you can kind of like, Anyway, hinge and swivel shoulders, bicep cut. Looks like there's a gap on the right one compared to the left one. Not too bad. If I was really concerned, I'd heat this up, pop this off, shave that down, pop back on. I'm not going to do that. Double jointed elbow. Got a nice armor piece right there on the elbow. Ab crunch. Oh my gosh. So you can go that far back, that far forward. I'm assuming if he's got all this armor, he's got like repulsor jets in his boots. So if you want to do like a flying, too, you probably could. Swivel at the waist. Hinge and swivel at the crap, my mind just went blank. Hinge and swivel at the hips. Good Lord. Anyways, thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. Again, nice. I mean, he kind of stops himself, which, it is what it is. And he's got a swivel and then a swivel at the ankle, and then another hinge and swivel. So you get like multiple swivels in here, which I don't know why. My main thing is he'll stay standing. I don't know if they included that just for extra pose and stuff like that. Again, I haven't played this game. Oh, I'm sorry, a hinge and swivel at the wrist. He does not come with any extra accessories besides his shield. Which, you know, the shield looks pretty good. I'm digging it. Looks like a nice repulsor cannon right there in the front. Looks like he's got some technology printed up here in the back that justifies that. That's pretty cool. I like it. That is pretty neat. And anything else, shield just clips on. I try to do it in the thinnest piece possible, just because I don't want to put stress on that clip, you know. So you can hold it there. And real quick, I'm going to grab my wolf cap down here that I've got to do a quick comparison on. You know, I don't know if they look like they would have been, yeah, just so you can look at them and, you know, that looks pretty cool. I dig it. I really dig it. I mean, I like alternate costumes. I like alternate costumes that make sense. You know, will we get the armored cap like when he was depowered and just popping the head off and seeing which? I grabbed a couple different cap heads that I have and see which one's gonna fit. Oh, that one's not going. Yep, the wolf cap head fits on. Oh, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. It doesn't look bad. I'm not an anatomy major or anything like that. I'm not going to tell you that this head's too big. You know, if it pops on and looks good, I'm the one that'll keep it on. You know, I'll keep it on there. Just because I think it looks nice. That one works well for me. I haven't liked that as an alternate head for this cap. 80th cap has been my primary. I love this cap, but for some odd reason, he's just the head's a little too big for me, and I don't know, I just imagine Cap being a little bit slender in the face. If that makes sense. You know, not just a huge jawed guy. Just doesn't hit with me. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I'm sorry. Just how I feel about it. I'm gonna set these guys off to the back and onto the main event. We're gonna put together Mr. Hyde, and of course, say, Cap. Apparently, Civil War is still going on. Oh. All right, set them off to the side, and to go over the pieces real quick. It looks like Shang-Chi came with the left leg. Wenwu came with the right arm and the his cane. And then is it Xiling? God, I hope I'm not messing that up. She came with the upper torso, and Death Dealer came with the left arm. Civil Warrior came with the head, which is right there. And then Tony Stark AI came with the right leg. And me, I'm always a big, I always want to put the legs on first. Hopefully I can do this without having to run downstairs and heat these up. You know, dang it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to put the legs on, and I'll be right back. And I'm back again, and we've got the legs on. There he is so far. I'm going to put on the right arm. And then put on the left. Those pop in there nice and snug. And then taking that beautiful face, which I want to take a quick look at that. Man, that's just a face. I mean, that's got crazy written all over it. And pop that on carefully. Problem is its hair is... Okay, oh, there we go. All right, cool. The hair was hitting his back collar right here. And there he is. All put together. Man, I dig him. I really liked him. And he comes with a cane that he'll carry around. I was very excited about this guy ever since... I think we've seen the shots for a couple months now. I was like, oh, Mr. Hyde. I mean, I didn't know a lot about Mr. Hyde, but I knew I was going to want him because I always like those unique D-list characters and stuff like that that aren't always the mainstream guy or gal. Just, you know, those are my bread and butter. I love love the lesser known characters and stuff like that. But Mr. Hyde here looks pretty gnarly. Over articulation again. I didn't do this with Mr. Fix-It, and that's why I'm kind of making sure I go over it this time. He's got, you know, he had that barbell coming out. So there's limited movement, though, due to the hair, the collar, and everything else. But he can look up about like this, look down about this. You know, he's got hinge and swivel for the shoulder. He's got a single hinge and swivel for the elbow, which for this character, for this size of figure, that works. I'm good with that. You know, you don't need a whole lot. You don't need double joint out of this one. And double joint probably wouldn't work. Hinge and swivel for the wrist. I think he's got ab crunch. But because of the jacket, that is highly restricted. I didn't pop this off. And I thought about doing that just to see what was underneath here. It looks like you've got some molded stuff. But I think the lower ab section underneath here is green. So if you took this off, you wouldn't have like this white shirt. So it would look awkward. I mean, if you wanted to paint it, you know, go ahead. His thighs are still cooling. I could pop that off. He doesn't get much out of that. Much range, again, because of this long... Darn it. Okay. Yep, I cannot wait for my new tripod to get here, because that's annoying. I don't know why I'm doing that more lately than I have. But, you know, his hips will go only so far as the jacket will allow. This is a stiffer plastic, so it's not going to give too much. He does have thigh swivel, single jointed hinge and swivel knees, which again, for a character this large, that's not a bad thing. I just wanted to pop that out a little bit more. But all in all, good looking dude. You know, menacing. You know, not too crazy with the paint apps. Fingernails look gnarly. I just noticed how, well, those are gnarly, but they're, you know, still flesh toned and stuff like that. Probably would have liked a little bit of a wash on that. It's okay. He's got some hairy hands there. Again, that face is just, man. He is mad. Sorry, I paused to sneeze. I'll back this out real quick, and I'm going to bring up someone who it looks like he shares a lot of parts with, and that is the Gamerverse Mr. Fix-It, which I think, you know, he shares a good amount of parts with. The arms, definitely. The hands are obviously different. The head's different. He has a different tie piece to where he's going to have that bow tie, but that looks like it's different and separate. The jackets, obviously, but the pants and shoes obviously are the same. But there are those two guys, you know, that it looks like they're going to give you some headaches. And because he is an enemy of the Avengers, bring Cap back in to look at the size difference there. You know, Cap's going to whoop him, but it's going to take a second. Hopefully Cap brought a lunch. Oh, and real quick, because I had him sitting down there, I was going to bring in my Kingpin bath that I have made into, was it Shadow King? Yeah, Shadow King. Um, you know, I think that he's at least got a different upper body. Yeah, I don't think those are the same. Yeah, they're definitely not the same. The legs are different as well. Pretty sure they're different. Shoes are different, I know that. Yeah, there's different molding. You can just tell just the way those fall. Even the legs are different. But there he is with the Kingpin Bath body. Again, quickly made a Shadow King. But there is the Mr. Hyde bath. Now, I get if people might be upset because I didn't go over the movie figures. Again, I'm not going to keep them, so I'm going to list them as, just, open to remove bath parts, because I just wanted Mr. Hyde, Civil Warrior, and AI Tony Stark there. That's all I wanted out of that wave, and I got no problem with that. I've got to finish the Venom Pool bath, and that's pretty much the same boat. I just grabbed the figures that I wanted, because I'm not getting Venomized versions of every single character I have. I'm just not going to do it. I have Venom. I've got Carnage. I don't need a crap ton of other ones. Anyways, again, I am Will the Collector. This has been the Mr. Hyde bath, to include also Civil Warrior and AI Tony Stark over there. If you see him, get him. I mean, look at him. I just love a good bath. I love a good Build-A-Figure that just kind of like, you know what? I didn't really expect him, but he looks cool, and this guy had me hooked from the first photos. When I saw him, I was like, oh, yep, gotta have that one. And he just stands there. I like it when they can just stand there and be like, you know what? They've got so much personality. I wish he could point his cane a little bit more. But I dig him. And I think you will too. I have been Will the Collector. Again, as always, take care of one another, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.